something on direct examination. I just want to make sure I've got it right. You said you didn't serve the defendant any drinks. Did you say that?
I don't remember serving any drinks other than the shot that we shared, and I did give her beer.
Well, you had a shot with the defendant at the beginning of the night, right?
Yes, that is correct. I had a shot.
Then you had a beer.
I didn't have a beer.
She had a beer.
Yes, that is correct.
And you actually had another shot with her later on in the night, didn't you?
I only had one shot with her, actually. I know I poured a round of shots for them.
And you sent it to the table, right?
Could you go back and explain exactly what you were asking? Because I am sorry, my English is not exactly well, and I don't understand.
You shared a shot with Miss Dawson at the beginning of the night.
Yes.
And then you gave her a beer.
Yes.
And then you sent her group a round of drinks.
Yes, I believe so.
Now, you talked about Miss Dawson having an argument with one of her friends, right?
Danny was arguing with Taylor Hobson, yes.
That's right. The defendant thought that Taylor was going to drive. That's what he said.
Yes, that is correct.
But Taylor, he couldn't drive, could he?
Well, Taylor said that he was too drunk to drive.
So then the defendant, she offered to drive, right?
Well, Danny, at the time, yes, but I did not hear that well. I only heard that Danny said that she was okay.
But you did hear Mr. Hobson, her friend, say that they should take a cab, right?
Yes, I did.
You heard the defendant say she didn't want to take a cab, that she was going to drive.
Yes, I heard Danny say that she was okay.
After that conversation, the defendant came to settle up with you, to sign her check and leave, right?
Yes, correct. She came and paid her bar tab.
That's right, and you handed her both of her receipts, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with prosecutions 2A and B?
I just asked that I be allowed to see these documents, Your Honor.
Do I have those?
No, Your Honor. Would you like a copy?
No, as long as you show the defense that.
Ms. James, I'm handing you prosecutions exhibit 2A and 2B. Now, those are the two bar tabs that the defendant, that you handed the defendant at the end of the night, right?
Yes, correct. These are Danny's bar tabs.
Now, you worked at Chuggy's for a long time. It's a regular business practice to make and keep receipts like these, right?
Yes, of course.
And these were made by someone with knowledge, right?
Yes, by a cashier.
And these were made at or near the time that Miss Dawson, that she ordered all these drinks.
Yes, that is correct.
These are true and correct copies of the original receipts, aren't they?
Yes, I believe so.
Your Honor, at this time we offer prosecutions exhibit 2A and B in evidence.
The objection?
Yes, on the ground of relevance. May I explain, Your Honor?
Yes.
We feel that these bar receipts should not be admitted into evidence as they are far more prejudicial than probative. If I could further explain, just briefly.
Okay.
Just because a drink is listed on the receipt, that does not necessarily mean that the person ordering those drinks, in this case Danny Dawson, actually consumed these drinks. Since the number of drinks contributes to the possible extreme recklessness of Danny Dawson, we feel that the jury being able to see this list of drinks as evidence will unfairly bias them and unfairly sway them in the direction of feeling that Danny Dawson did in fact consume a large number of drinks.
May I respond, Your Honor?
Yes.
Under Rule 403, this is not substantially more prejudicial than it is probative. These are the drinks that the defendant bought, some of which people in this court have already agreed she drank. Now, any objection to relevance as to the admissibility of these bar tabs, that goes to the weight and not the admissibility of the evidence, and opposing counsel is free to take up those issues on redirect.
May I respond, Your Honor?
Yes.
I must again assert that Jordan James can testify to the number of drinks that she observed Danny Dawson drinking, but having this list in front of the jury as evidence far outweighs its probative value. We can still get in a certain number of drinks Danny Dawson may or may not have consumed through testifying about actual observations. We once again assert that this list unfairly biases them and outweighs the probative value.
I think that's best left for argument, and I'm allowed in. This is evidence of the number of drinks that the defendant purchased.
Your Honor, may we show the jury some enlarged copies of those receipts?
Now or during argument?
Just right now, I'm going
Yes,
to refer to
if
them.
you have some inquiry, you're welcome to post them.
Your Honor, may I please reposition myself to better see the demonstrative?
Yes.
Now, the defendant, she signed her name down here, said she bought all these drinks, right?
Yes, she paid for them.
She paid for all these drinks. And when she paid for all these drinks, she told you something, right? She said, "Thank you for pouring these drinks long and strong."
Well, yes, that is true that she said that phrase. But she was not making reference by these drinks to these drinks. There is no way to pour a soda refill long and strong.
So just to be clear, she was talking about the alcoholic drinks. Right? You can pour those long and strong, can't you?
Well, yes, you can.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any redirect?
No redirect, I just asked that my witness be able to step down and that the demonstrative be deconstructed.
The witness is excused.
Your Honor,
Without to